I hope everyone is doing well. I'd like to thank everyone who subscribes to me. I do appreciate you. I just want to say this is for entertainment purposes only because of the cards. Just reading the energy off the cards and the card itself. And wanted to say that the cards I'm using now, if you're watching me on TikTok, are true crime. These are the back. I'll just show you a few of the cards. Very nice cards. I like them. Alright, let's hop into it. Spirit, angel, guides, ancestors. What does the collective need to know for their highest good? Please and thank you. I was called to do some true crime. Spirit wants to do some true crime. So let's do some true crime. Alright, I'm going to split the deck. This is way too thick for my hands. Alright, what do we need to know, Spirit? Please and thank you. I was going to take the day off, but Spirit's like, no. Female, first card out. Okay. What else do we need to know? Please and thank you, Spirit. Marriage and wedding. Okay. I'm going to pull some cards before I start speaking. Love. Okay. Fire. Okay, I'm going to move these up just a little bit. Mountains. Can I have a little bit more? Death. So there could have been an ending or of a marriage. There was a very loving thing, very passionate with the fire. It may have had many highs and lows. Alright, Spirit, what else do we need to know? Gift in reverse. Someone here could have been a gift to somebody, or somebody was supposed to be gifted something. Let's find out a little bit more. That way we can piece it together a little bit better. Missing. There could be a missing gift. For sure. Maybe this feminine was a gift. Someone mishandled it and it caused an ending. Bottom of the deck, imprisonment. Again, I'm going to move these up just a little bit further so I can try to pull more and get more about what is this about. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Caregiver. That is a lot, Spirit. I'm going to put this back just because a lot popped out. Still too thick for my hands. Mind control. Someone here was trying to control somebody. Someone who was loving and caring. Could have been a feminine. Someone that they were married to or saw. Or somebody here saw. Thought they might have gotten married to somebody. Like they were going to get married to that person. They had love for them. There was a lot of passion. Looks like there was a lot of highs and lows, but there was an ending to it, and it could be like an actual ending, or someone could have passed. There could be someone with a gift in reverse. Someone did not get something that they were supposed to get. They didn't get the gift. It is missing. Someone was trying to control somebody very loving and caring. Serial unaliver. Okay. Runaway, celebrity. With death and serial unaliver and the gift missing, the feminine was the gift. Somebody mishandled it. That's why missing, I feel like the feminine got away. She was very loving and caring. Someone who was trying to control somebody. Someone could have been hired to do something. A serial unaliver, but someone here got away. Celebrity. Someone here could be in the spotlight, or there could be celebrities involved somehow. Desert. hidden. Something could be hidden. They wanted people to desert this person, the feminine, it looks like. Or perhaps people were starting to desert the celebrity. There's something hidden. So with serial unaliver, that falls under that. This person is somebody that is in plain sight, that does not, that fits in. This person is not a gift. They're not gifted either. They might claim that they have spiritual gifts, but they do not. People are getting away from this person, whether it be the feminine or somebody else. Okay, tell me more, please. The feminine could be a celebrity or in the spotlight. She's very caring. With the mountain, she could be rising up. Regret. Someone has some hidden regret. Someone has some regret that the feminine got away. Bottom of the deck, boat. Okay. Injustice. When that falls under celebrity, grandparent, under desert. So someone here wanted desert, I meant to say. So a celebrity could have gone through some sort of so that says justice, not injustice. A celebrity could get arrested, or there could be a legal case surrounding someone here that's in the spotlight. With desert and grandparent and mind control and death, I feel like someone here was guided away from someone on the other side because they were being controlled. They were meant to go within and heal. It reminds me of the hermit for some reason. They were meant to soul search the devil, to get away from the devil. That falls under justice, natural disaster. So, and hidden. So there was a hidden natural disaster that was supposed to happen. I feel like the legal system stepping in with that. Imprisonment, bottom of the deck. Someone could be going to jail or afraid to be going to jail. Homicide. Yeah, someone here is in regret. Someone got away and they weren't able to do what they were supposed to do. Perhaps they were hired to do this. With the serial unaliver here. And then we have homicide here. Someone's in regret somebody got away. This could have been a hired hit. The gift got away. So the feminine was the gift that somebody mishandled. The devil. And they're in regret because they're not going to get the payout. Is that what it is? Fake death? They could have faked this person's death. Wooded area, justice. They could have wanted to meet this person in a wooded area. Or perhaps something is hidden in the wooden area that was supposed to be covered up. So, the grandparent. I feel like somebody here was supposed to be lured into the woods and something was supposed to happen. This person could have been in a relationship with this person. They could have even been married. Or they could have even seen marriage with the person who was attacking them. It's like they were targeted. The feminine comes out to be very caring. There is no gender in tarot oracle. We all embody feminine and masculine energy. So someone who was trying to control this feminine, they mishandled the gift. She was a gift. Road. There's something could have happened on a road that was a man-made disaster. When I see natural disaster, it's like man-made. Someone did it themselves. To me, at least. Or they were trying to make it look like a natural disaster. Like nature did it. Or it was a natural death. Or, you know what I'm saying? They could have... Crime of passion. This could literally be a crime of passion because the feminine got away. And they were in regret that she got away and they wanted to control. This was supposed to be covered up. There could be something covered up on the road. Something could have happened on the road. Or something could have happened in a wooded area or was supposed to for these two. They could have traveled or wanted to travel to a wooded area. And they would have covered it up. So they would have been protected. Or they would have had some cleaning products or something like that. Healing with homicide, regret. I don't think that they were accounting for this feminine to go within and heal home. I don't think that they were counting on this feminine to go within and heal. I'm going to move these out of the way so I can make room for more. And I'm going to do a quick little shuffle. Alright, let's finish this deck. Imprisonment. Yeah, now they feel stuck. They could even feel like they're going to prison at this point because of, you know, they're going to get caught. It wasn't covered up. Organized crime. A celeb. This could be like a cult, coven, a hidden organization. They could be afraid of going to prison or being found out for what they did. Someone here could have been hired to do something. A couple, neighborhood. So there's a couple that could have been hired to do something to a feminine. This is definitely with organized crime in neighborhood. This is definitely a cult, coven, a group. This was not just a one person thing. This was multiple people that were in on it. The devil and imprisonment. So the devil's going to be stuck. The devil could be going to prison. These are demonic people in this group. This, whatever it may be, organized crime. They wanted her energy. Okay. Cleanup came out, and that goes on to organized crime. The organized crime would have cleaned it up for the person that was going to commit this crime. This couple was trying to lure somebody out, perhaps in the woods. A group of people were involved in it. Now this couple is trapped here. It didn't work. The crime didn't go through. I feel like this feminine got away, and now they're stuck in the mess that they made for themselves. Both, and they could be in their feelings. Something could happen on a boat. They could want to travel overseas or run away overseas. Inside, neighborhood inside. So like I was saying, these could be people that you don't suspect. This goes deep. There's a tunnel here. This goes deep. There's underground. And then celebrity came out. There could be multiple people involved, including celebrities. Assassin. Yeah, someone here could have been hired to commit something and clean it up. It would have been cleaned up. Burial. It's giving, with imprisonment, devil, and burial, they made their bed, now they gotta lay in it. They need to heal. Let's find out a little bit more. Inside burial, it's like they thought that they could bury what they did, but they couldn't. They couldn't clean it up. There's too many people involved. These people feel trapped. Power supply came out, clean up, organized. They want this organized group. We'll just call them a group of criminals. They wanted the feminine's energy. So the feminine with healing coming out is a healer. Perhaps she's got powers, spiritual powers. A cult came out. We have neighborhood. So there could be people in the neighborhood that are even involved in this, in perhaps the feminine's neighborhood or the masculine. Whoever's neighborhood, they could have even neighbors involved. There could be so many people involved in this. It's so deep, and it's an inside job. Someone here definitely was hired to do something here. This group is very demonic, clearly. Man-made disaster. Yeah, it would have been done by man. It wouldn't have been no natural cause. It was a person that was hired to do this. It's a man-made disaster. Someone that was hired to hurt, and then what was it? Natural disasters, to make it look like it was an accident or it was naturally a natural death. Suicide came out under burial, so they could have money, and then power supply. Yeah, someone here could have did this for some sort of money. This cult, they wanted the power from the feminine. She could have had some, like I said, spiritual gifts, and they wanted to hone in on that and use that to power themselves. with burial and suicide. They could have been trying to push her if they couldn't get her to do what they wanted. They wanted to try to push her to do it for herself, to herself. Okay. Let's pull a few more. Assassin came out in the cult. So yeah, someone here definitely was hired. This was a group of people that could have even been hired, or a group of people that hired somebody to do this. Perversion. These people are very perverted as well. The assassin could be perverted, have a lot of sexual, demons, if you know what I'm talking about. This could be a group full of perverted people. I'm going to do one more row, actually. Landfill and suicide. They were going to try to get rid of the evidence. Or the feminine got rid of the person, the assassin, before this could even go down. And that's why the regret came up, because they couldn't pull off this plan. So the feminine got rid of the person that was hired to do the job. And she got away with Runaway that came out a little while ago. She got away. Social media, and they're keeping tabs on her on social media. Fake death, an assassin. Yeah, they were gonna fake it because it was obviously done by a person, a man, or whoever was hired to do it. A perverted man, perhaps. One more, please. Thank you, Spirit. A hotel motel. There could be something going on pervertedly at a hotel motel. They could have been meeting up at a hotel motel to discuss this. These people travel. Some of these people might not even have a home. They might live out of a hotel motel. They might even wanted to meet up at a hotel motel for the feminine, but she got away. I'm going to check the bottom of the deck. And she got away and healed herself. And that's why they're in regret. Look, there's Runaway right there. They're in regret because she got away. She's gone. She's gone. Okay. Let's check the bottom of the deck real quick. Surveillance. They're watching her. They could even be watched by the authorities. The authorities could even be involved in this cult coven. I don't know what to call this, a group. Yep, this was a crime of passion. They were trying to shut her up. This could be people that she even knows. This was meant to keep a secret. This group could be falling apart right now. Or this crime wasn't able to go through with dismemberment. Men were involved, or a male. The assassin could be a male. And then life insurance. This was definitely for a payout. But she's alive. And this could have been someone that she was put into an affair. Someone that they had to travel to. Okay. I like looking at the bottom of the deck because it gives you like what's hidden, what you don't see. Now let's do what lies beneath. This can also be found in my TikTok shop. I'll show you the back of the cards. So you can see there's one card. And then knowing the T. They're nice cards. I like them. I do. All right. Let me just give it a quick shuffle. Hater falling apart, falling into pieces. Okay. Depression, falling in. Okay. So these people are depressed. That they couldn't get away with it. What else do we need to know? Private relationship. Yeah, the feminine could have been put into a private relationship, perhaps with the assassin or a member of that cult coven, the group. Well, the group. Hidden group, perhaps. Perhaps these people are not outright with what they call themselves or what they do. Perhaps this is a group full of people that are hired to do stuff like this. Or they just hired people to do it within the group. Already know the tea. So someone here that was put into a private relationship, perhaps the feminine, She already knows the tea. She already knows what's been going on. Perhaps other people know the tea as well. What else we need to know, Spirit? There it is. Keeping you a secret. So someone here knows that they were put into a private relationship and was kept a secret by a member of this group, or perhaps the assassin. Recording, announcement, expressing, revelation. So I feel like it's this evidence of this relationship, this evidence of this crime that was about to be committed here. Perhaps with expression, perhaps the feminine speaking up about it, getting played, manipulation, lies, control. Yeah, they were trying to, with private relationships, someone who was trying to control, manipulate, perhaps even lying to this feminine, lying to other people about this feminine. But the feminine already knows the tea, and so doesn't. I feel like other people are starting to wake up and perhaps realize what's been going on. Can you tell me more, please? Hater, already know the tea. So these people, or at least the assassin or whoever was hired here, is a hater. This person does not like the person that they were even in a relationship with, or perhaps this group does not like the person that was hired to handle this situation. If you know what I'm talking about, love story, keeping you a secret. And can I get one more? So yeah, this was definitely somebody that was in a connection that was hired to hurt somebody here. Caution, yeah, and the feminine got the signs. So there was definitely a secret relationship, a private relationship that was held secret. But there's evidence of it, and there's evidence of this people trying to hurt this feminine. But caution, I feel like she got signs, synchronicities, could have got some downloads, was perhaps guided away, watching this shit go down, enjoying the gossip, getting played, manipulation, lies. I feel like the people that were hired and the group, I feel like there's some drama going on right now. I feel like there's a lot of tower moments. It would be the great word for that. And people are sitting back watching all this shit go down, getting that popcorn, enjoying the gossip. They already know the tea too, or they're catching up on this tea. Sex shop. In their feelings. So somebody here is in their feelings because the feminine ended the relationship. This was someone who was perhaps a Jezebel spirit. With sex shop, perversion. This could be a Jezebel spirit that was trying to hurt somebody here. They're in their feelings because the feminine didn't want to be put into a private relationship and kept, quiet. But they're in their feelings. Divorce because the feminine got away. The feminine broke up with the masculine. Copycat, watching this shit go down, getting played, private relationship. Someone here could be trying to copy this feminine, perhaps even trying to pretend to be this feminine. Act like her, dress like her, talk like her, try to, mimic her. Expecting a new beginning. These people were expecting to get away with this, but it's not happening. With it being in the reverse, no. This is an ending for them. Yeah, because they're total drama. And that falls under in their feelings. So these people are acting out of character. They're being, extremely dramatic. They're in their feelings. They didn't go within and heal. Yeah, they're toxic. Clearly. Wow, this is crazy. All right, what else do we need to know? Please and thank you. Destroyed, shattered, broken, fucked up. This person's mad and angry that the feminine left. perhaps the person that was broken up with hired other people to do something to her as well. Bugaboo in reverse. Yeah, she didn't. Perhaps with divorce, with the feminine did not want this bugaboo. We're just gonna call this person the assassin, the bugaboo. Yeah, she didn't want to hear it, and the bugaboo didn't want to hear the fact that she didn't want to be with them. With it being in the reverse, don't want to hear it. Couldn't get over it. Total drama, and they're in their feelings because she ended the relationship because she didn't want to be a side piece or put into a private relationship while someone else goes around and does whatever they want to do. She didn't want to hear that, and this person doesn't want to hear that. It's over with. The person that was putting the feminine in another relationship could be the assassin hired by this group or a part of this group. It could also be the person, the bugaboo that she dumped, could have hired somebody from this group to hurt her. It could go multiple different ways, investigation, and now there's an investigation going on. The police are involved. The police are well aware what's going on. Yeah, they know that they fucked up. They shattered broken. They know that they fucked up. Promiscuous in reverse and expecting a new beginning. Sleeps around. So... sleeps around a hot free-for-all, sleeps with your man. They could have been telling people that the feminine was cheating on them and that she had multiple options. Meanwhile, it was really the masculine. It's projecting. Usually when people do that, they're projecting themselves onto that person to make themselves look good and feel better about themselves because they're so unhealed. What else do we need to know? Please and thank you. Can I get 2 more? And then I'm going to switch to Kipper. Knowing that they fucked up. Yeah, this person, they know that they fucked up. They're in their feelings. They know that they overstepped. Getting a room. Yeah, see, someone here is extremely... a Jezebel spirit, at least. A lying Jezebel spirit, which Jezebel spirits, they do lie. They're demonic. Putting on a show, bugaboo. Yeah, someone here's wearing masks. Pretending to be someone that they're not. Putting on a show. I didn't do this. We got a toxic mofo that wears a mask. The way I said it. Alright, this is crazy. Alright, let's move on to Kipper. Alright, Spirit. Let me just... You gotta be kidding me. As soon as I split the deck, Jezebel. So, like I was saying, Jezebel spirits were going against someone here for their spirituality, perhaps their spiritual gifts. Not spirituality, I meant to say spiritual gifts. Someone here could be spiritual. For sure. Someone here is a high priestess. The Jezebel spirits went after a high priestess. That's not going to work out too well for you now, baby. And that's why the feminine, divine feminine, was led away from these, with the caution coming out. This divine feminine, this high priestess, definitely gets some downloads and was guided away from these people. My grandparent, there's people on the other side that are helping this feminine. Okay. The concern that they're going to get caught. The concern that people are seeing the truth. The concern that they're going to jail. What was this concern for the feminine when you were planning all this bullshit? This is unnecessary. I'm getting mad about it now. Sorry. But Jesus, why would you do this to somebody? This is... And she could be in the spotlight when Celebrity came out. She could be in the spotlight. Or someone here could be having a big glow up. Someone here looks great. Someone's rising up. Perhaps she's even speaking about this in the spotlight. And they're all concerned because she's speaking her truth. Well, there's no crime about speaking your truth, baby. Gift. She was gifted. They wanted her gifts. With gift in reverse, that makes sense now. They wanted her gifts. They wanted to take her gifts away from her. That's why they wanted her gone. They wanted her gifts for themselves. That's not the way it works. It's not. You're delusional. Those are her gifts. They're not yours. That doesn't mean that you're going to go to you. You're living in a delusion and you're lying to yourself. Chakras. Yeah, these people are not in alignment. They're not aligned, clearly. They're not balanced. They're not in alignment. I don't know why this reading is pissing me off right now, but it is. It is pissing me off that someone will go to this lengths to hurt somebody. Like, what is wrong with you? Get help. I don't know if that popped. I'll be alright. I'll calm down. Alright, what else do we need to know? I'm going to have to get the other half. Yeah. Yeah, they're concerned. Yeah, they're cold-hearted. Okay. Clearly. It's like they have no heart at all. Block heart chakra. And travel the other. In the reverse, they're not going nowhere. These are your oppositions. They were trying to cause pain. They're not going nowhere. These people could be trying to flee. They could be trying to even go to another country with boat reversed on the bottom of the deck earlier. They're not going nowhere. You made your bed, now you gotta lay in it. That's the way I feel about it. They're concerned because she's ascending and she's in the spotlight. She could even be speaking her truth. They're concerned that she's still rising up. I want to see if I can hold it. I don't know. It's a lot. I'll take it. It popped. Yeah, see, she's ascending. They didn't know that she was a high priestess. I guarantee you. They didn't know she was a high priestess. This feminine is extremely tapped in. She's rising up. She's ascending. Balance between her feminine and masculine, her yin and her yang. Ooh. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to separate it because I do feel like it's a bit too thick. It's like hurting my hand holding it. Alright. Yeah, that's a little better. And she's a healer. With them being not in alignment, they could have wanted her to heal them. But she's healing herself and she's healing others. So this feminine could be in the spotlight helping others heal. Perhaps with, even dancing, singing, talking about what she went through, tarot, AMSR. I always say that wrong. I hope I'm saying it right. Reiki, stuff like that. All kinds of things to help heal people. They're conflicted about it. They're conflicted that their plan's not going through and they're not going nowhere. They're stuck and trapped where they're at. They're conflicted that she rose up and she's still ascending and she's the high priestess and she's helping heal people. It's none of your business. It's the feminine's business who's doing the work. Yeah, they lied about her. They lied. They could have even falsified documents, information, statements, and agreements about her. And they're concerned because whatever they try to do, whether it was trying to take her out or lie about her or both, it's not working because she's on the side of good. Good always wins. You ever notice in like superhero movies how the good always wins? Because good always wins over evil. She kept, what did I just say? Good always wins over evil. She kept her faith. These are in the reverse. Gift. They were trying to take her gifts away. These people knew she was a high priestess. They knew that she was tapped in. They knew she had gifts. And this soulmate in reverse, they were trying to make her so she wouldn't be in alignment. So she couldn't call on a soulmate. Interesting with the chakras in reverse. Oh, you can't see it on camera. Chakras in reverse. They were trying to make it so she wouldn't be in alignment. And she wouldn't heal. And she wouldn't call in love. So these people, they're conflicted because Spirit is on her side and helping her. She kept her faith. I'm not sure if I already pulled from that. Those ones are not. I don't remember. Alright, what else do we need to know in the reverse, okay? Evil eye. So the evil eye that they're sending to her is going back to them. She's protected. Protected. You messed with the wrong one. I know a lot of you might not realize this. This right here, this high priestess, just this high priestess alone, is an extremely high-ranking individual. So coming up against the high priestess, oh, I'm getting chills as I'm saying that, is the most stupidest thing. I can... high priestess, chosen, all of them. Oh, if you... Manipulation. They were trying to manipulate. If you're a high priestess, chosen, starseed, those are all high ranking. Like, you're gonna fuck around and you're gonna find out for sure. There it is. There it is, baby. So they were manipulating. They were trying to manipulate this feminine to get her gifts, lying about her, manipulating others about this feminine, sending her the evil eye, but it's going back towards them. So it's telling me like Spirit has stepped in and Uno reversed everything that they did to this feminine and is putting it back onto them. So it seems like they're getting some sort of karma, it feels like. Yeah, these people are demonic. Jezebel spirits are demonic. So aren't narcissists. I know a lot of people on TikTok, I don't like the narcissist word. Well, they're out there, baby. Surprise. In reverse. Let me pull a little bit more. Oh, you know what? I don't think that the manipulation worked on this feminine. I don't. And I don't think she's surprised about it. I feel like I'm talking to a dark empath. Dark empaths can see through illusions. And then we have love offer. So if Spirit's bringing someone towards this feminine to love her properly, the way she should be loved and not treated like this. No, this is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting behavior. Cruel. I feel like with surprising reverse and with love offer upright, this feminine feels this in her energy, especially being the high priestess. Oh yeah. Flying monkeys in reverse. We had dismemberment, this group, these people, they're all breaking up. And look at this. It's all going back to them. Sorry. Oh, there's two there. Okay. So yeah, they were trying to manipulate to get some sort of abundance, some sort of money. So I feel like they didn't just want her gifts, but they wanted money as well. Selfish. Emotional pain. I feel like they're hurting because they're not getting what they wanted. And I feel like the feminine, with knowing the tea and all that stuff, already knowing sipping, she already knows what they're going through. Because she's the high priestess. She gets downloads. Rich guy. She's high vibrational. She's the abundant one. She's the one with the gifts. And they were trying to take her abundance and her gifts away. I'm going to let you come out. They're in emotional pain because of how balanced she is between her dark, her light, her masculine, her feminine. She could even be calling in a twin flame or a soul tie. They're emotional pain that none of the stuff that they're doing or saying is working or trying to hurt her. Even magic. These people could be doing voodoo on her. Manipulation is a form of black magic. I know people don't get that either. Oh. Legal and bondage. These people are stuck and bound to what they did. The scales are being balanced out. These people are going to jail. If it's not physical jail, even if it is physical jail, it's going to be spiritual jail for sure. These people are stuck and bound to what they did. These flying monkeys, with it being in the reverse, and then we have legal. They could be ratting on one another. They could be telling. They're trying to get someone stuck and bound. Perhaps the ringleader. I feel like they're all going to be going down. Yeah, look at it again. Ancestors. Can I have one more? Please. You know what I just got from ancestors is someone's ancestors turned on them. Yes, they did. They turned on them. Oh, I'm getting the chills again, so I'm on to something here. Someone's ancestors turned on them to get them stuck and bound. They wanted them to get in trouble for what they did because what they did was too far, too much, to a light worker, to a healer. Relationship in reverse. Yeah, like I was saying, the ancestors no longer want a relationship with this person who was hired to do it, or even this group of people that were doing this. They lost the backing, the relationship of their ancestors and stuff like that. They're not helping them. They're not helping them at all. They were trying to cause endings to your relationships. Every aspect they were trying to hit, and they couldn't. They sat back and waited for it to come in. Perhaps even performing rituals and with lies, that can be a ritual. When you're lying a lot about somebody, I'm just going to make a little bit more room, and then I'm going to pull a little bit more and then close this out so it doesn't get too long. All right. What else do we need to know? Hold on. If I can grab the cards a little better. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Please and thank you. Sweetheart. So they went after someone who was very sweet. Queen of Cups, perhaps. King of Cups, if you're a masculine. Like I said, there's no gender in tarot or oracle. So they went after a sweetheart that's a healer. And they're receiving that karma. They're obsessed. Scales are being balanced out. In distant future, this is going to be happening. In the future, someone here is bossing up from all this. So I feel like this was a lesson even for the healer, for sure. And she's bossing up from it. This is something that Spirit knew she could handle, even though it's beyond messed up. This feminine's extremely strong. She's high honor. They went after someone who's high honor. A high priestess is high honor. This feminine is extremely high honor, very well protected in the spiritual realm. They're not going to let anything happen to her. She didn't lose the backing of her ancestors. If anything, she gained more people to help her out. Oh, okay. Because they were trying to hurt her and cause permanent endings, if you know what I'm saying. They're sick. They're sick. This could be their ending. This could be their permanent ending. Yeah, health concern, because they went after someone who was kind-hearted. And if you do that for someone who's minding their own business, not bothering anybody, yeah, you're going to get some karma on that. This is a karmic masculine. Karmics are always lessons. They're never blessings. Confusion and illusion. Oh my goodness. Just given like this person is lying to themselves. These people are lying to themselves. It could even be somebody that what marriage that you wanted a family with. You could even have children with this person. You popped out. You wanted to jump. We'll take you. Okay. So not only is this a high priestess, if I can find the card real quick. I'm trying to be quick about it. Okay. Not only is this the high priestess, but it's an earth angel. And these two have their own rankings alone. And these two are extremely high ranking. They messed with the wrong one. I'll tell you that right now. These people were not smart. This feminine is beyond extremely high honor. There is a divine masculine that's going to come in the future. He's thinking about this high honor earth angel, this divine feminine, this high priestess. She could be a divination reader, a tarot reader. They could be trying to get readings on her. She's moving on. So someone here is trying to find out what's going on in this feminine's life because she's not. She could be moving in silence, and that's the way you should do it. Don't tell a soul anything. Oh, they're blocked. That's why they have to get the tarot readings. Yeah, she's in her divinity. They were attacking somebody in their divinity because they wanted her gifts. They wanted her light. They're being blocked. They were trying to block this divine masculine from coming into union with this feminine as well. But it's still happening. This feminine is being protected with the blocked from these people as well. They're being blocked from her energy, fourth house. Yeah, these people are in their head because they went up against someone high honor, and they're gonna be in their head because they could be going to court, they could be going to little jail, definitely spiritual jail for all the abuse that they did to this feminine. Yep, this is disgusting abuse. What's sticking out to me right here is investigation. These people are being investigated. Yeah, this feminine's in her North Node, on her soul's mission, on her soul's purpose. So if she is a tarot reader, that's what she's supposed to be doing. These people are trying to interfere with her work with God. They could even been trying to cut that cord between her and God so she wouldn't get the intuitive hits. But her pathway is being open. See, this is what I'm talking about. She's on her soul's mission. She's on her path. She's on her journey. These people are trying to knock her off her path, off her journey. Priests, these could be people that are religious. Perhaps this feminine's religious, spiritual. This could be a group of people who pretend to be religious, and they're not. They're really demonic. It's just an act. And yeah, this is an ending. It's an ending from these people. They were trying to block her path, cause her endings, but it's an ending for them. They're going to be going to jail. Look at this. And she still has someone who she's still calling in love. She could even be calling in work. See, look at North Node and South Node. She's literally on her soul's mission, doing what she's supposed to do, being sent here. She's a sweetheart. She's nice. She could, this person that's coming into union with her is also like her, very nice. It's giving Queen, King of Cups, so it's like two empaths coming together. They were trying to hurt her love. They were trying to hurt her job. They were trying to hurt her life. These people are just sick, but they didn't realize how protected she was. They fucked around and found out now, didn't they? I'm just gonna let that go. I might get it towards the end. Yep. And she's pulling in her hard work and her labors, her harvests. They were trying to end that. They were trying to take her manifestations message. She could get a message from this person that is coming into union. Let me get one more. And because she's pulling in love. She's pulling in a harvest because she gives herself self-love. She's going to find someone who loves her the same as much as she loves herself. They're going to pour into her. These people were spreading false rumors and lies about her. Let me just get the card on the floor. She's calling in family. She's calling in her soul family because she gave herself self-love. She's pulling in a harvest. Someone who was going to love her properly and not like this. These people are going to be going to court, having a ending. And they're going to have to sit and think about what they did, all the pain that they caused, that hard work that they put in to destroy someone who was loving and caring and high honor. They went after a high priestess, an earth angel. Now they're going to be sick. She's in her North Node, and she's on her path in her divinity. They're being blocked. She's calling in a divine masculine, obviously. And these people are getting their karma. They're reaping what they sown. And this is coming up in the future. I'm sorry if you went through this and this all resonates with you, that this person and this group of people put you through this. You did not deserve that. I wish I could give you a hug. I really do. I'm so sorry that you went through all this. My heart does go out to you. I do hope that this reading give you the clarity that you needed, and I hope this was helpful for whoever needed to hear it.